From ancient mantras to modern mindfulness, I've tried them all, but nothing prepared me for the technique that would ultimately change everything. Stay tuned to find out which prayer method shocked me with its simplicity and power. Prayer is a universal human experience that transcends cultures, religions, and time itself. How can something so simple have such a massive effect on us? Think about it. Prayer has the power to heal, comfort, inspire, and even change the course of history. It's like a whisper that can shake the foundations of the earth. And the best part? Anyone can do it, anywhere, anytime. Different cultures and religions approach prayer in unique ways. Christians view vocal prayer as the first step on a spiritual journey. Muslims practice Salah 5 times daily. Buddhists chant to enhance focus and mindfulness. Sikhs sing God's praises, reciting sacred words whilst meditating and serving. You might be wondering, does anyone actually pray anymore? Well, get ready for this. Studies show that over 55% of people in modern societies pray regularly. Even in our fast-paced, technology-driven world, we have this innate need to reach out to something greater than ourselves. So what's the secret behind this? Vocal prayer, the simplest form, is the foundation of many prayer practices. Scientific studies have shown that it leads to changes in brain activity, particularly in areas for emotional regulation and stress relief. It's like a mental workout that leaves you feeling more centered. Moreover, prayer is a powerful tool for building community. When people pray together, whether in a church, mosque, or temple, they create shared experiences and strengthen social bonds, acting as a spiritual glue that holds communities together. While communal prayer strengthens bonds, there's a form of spiritual connection that's deeply personal. Have you ever wondered what happens when you strip away the words and simply listen? Silent meditation. This practice, known to sages for millennia, holds a secret that could revolutionize your relationship with the divine. But here's the catch. It's also one of the most challenging techniques to master. Mental prayer, or meditation, is like having a conversation with God without saying a word. Imagine sitting in complete silence, yet feeling more connected than ever before. That's the power of this practice. But let's be real, it's not easy. Our minds are constantly jumping from thought to thought, making it challenging to quiet that internal chatter. There are different techniques to help us focus. Some people use their breath as an anchor, while others use a mantra, a word or phrase they repeat silently. In Sikhism, there's a practice called Simran, where they focus on sacred words, starting with reciting them out loud and gradually moving to silent repetition. It's like training wheels for your mind, helping you stay focused. Meditation isn't just about emptying your mind, it's about filling it with something greater, sharpening your awareness and using it to gain deeper understanding. You might be wondering, does it really work? Let me tell you about Sarah, a stressed-out executive. When she started mental prayer, she could barely sit still for 2 minutes, but she stuck with it just 5 minutes before bed. After just 2 weeks, her stress levels dropped. She made better decisions at work, connected more deeply with her family, and found a sense of peace she'd never known before. That's the power of consistent practice. It's like working out. You don't see results overnight, but if you stick with it, the changes can be profound. And here's something exciting. Science is now confirming what spiritual traditions have long known. Studies show that regular meditation changes your brain, enhancing areas related to attention, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. Now that we've explored the silence of meditation, let's turn up the volume on our emotions. Have you ever wondered what happens when you let your heart cry out to God? There's a prayer technique that taps into the power of your deepest feelings, and it might just change everything you thought you knew about connecting with the divine. Welcome to the world of effective prayer, a practice that invites you to bring your raw emotions to God. It's about being fully honest with your feelings, not just with yourself, but with the divine. Imagine standing before God with all your hopes, fears, joys, and sorrows laid bare. That's what effective prayer asks of us. This emotional openness in prayer isn't just about venting, it's a pathway to healing. When we bring our emotional wounds to God, something remarkable can happen. It's like exposing a festering wound to fresh air and sunlight. The process might sting at first, but it's the beginning of true healing. Effective prayer is crucial in spiritual development, where your heart takes the lead over your head. It's not about thinking your way to God, but feeling your way there. Now, you might be wondering, does this really work? Think about how you feel after a heart-to-heart conversation with a close friend. Effective prayer is like that, but on a cosmic scale. It's cultivating a loving relationship with God, one where you can be completely yourself. The exciting part is that this practice isn't just for saints and mystics. Anyone can do it. Start small. Next time you pray, try being honest about how you're really feeling. Are you angry, scared, overjoyed? Tell God about it. You might be surprised at how liberating it feels to open your heart fully in prayer. Now that you've opened your heart, it's time to quiet your mind. Think about this. Some of the most profound spiritual experiences happen when we stop talking and start listening. But here's the catch. True silence is harder to achieve than you might think. There's a way to access a level of inner quiet you never knew existed. Welcome to the world of contemplative prayer, a practice that invites you to dive deep into the stillness of your own soul. In our noisy, fast-paced world, finding moments of true quiet can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, deadlines, and the endless chatter of our own thoughts. The deepest truths and answers we've been searching for often lie waiting in that elusive silence. Contemplative prayer isn't about speaking or even thinking. It's about being. It's like taking a deep breath and letting go of everything that's weighing you down. Imagine sitting in perfect stillness, not trying to achieve anything, just allowing yourself to be present with God. It sounds simple, right? But for many of us, it's one of the most challenging things we'll ever do. That's why people hate solitary confinement. Imagine staying with your thoughts all day. Different spiritual traditions have their own approaches to contemplative prayer. In Christianity, there's centering prayer, using a sacred word as a symbol of intention. Buddhism offers vipassana meditation, observing thoughts without judgment. Vedanta practices meditation, involving deep reflection on spiritual truths. These practices all aim to quiet the mind and open the heart to a deeper reality. That's the power of contemplative prayer. It's about discovering who you really are beneath all the noise and distractions of daily life. It's about connecting with the deepest part of yourself, the part that's always been in communion with the divine. Next, we're about to explore a level of prayer that defies description, a state where time seems to stand still, where the boundaries between you and God blur into nothingness. Are you ready to discover the ultimate goal of all prayer practices? This is the realm of loving prayer, the pinnacle of spiritual experience. It's a rare and intense encounter with the divine that has captivated seekers for centuries. Loving God so completely that your sense of me disappears. Remember your first crush? Where you focus on them, not you. Now, if God is your true love, then focus on God instead of focusing on yourself. These experiences are incredibly rare and can't be forced. They come as a gift, often after years of spiritual practice. It is the highest form of prayer, where the soul becomes one with God. This state of union isn't just about feeling good, it's transformative. People who've experienced it often come back changed, reporting a deeper sense of compassion, a clearer understanding of their life's purpose, and a lasting sense of peace. Remember, loving prayer isn't about chasing experiences. It's the culmination of all the other prayer techniques we've explored: vocal prayer, mental prayer, effective prayer, and contemplative prayer, all coming together in a dance of union with the divine. We've talked about the ultimate goal, but how do we get there? Let's explore a 7-day prayer challenge. This spiritual journey incorporates all the techniques we've discussed, designed to kickstart a profound shift in your spiritual life. To help you succeed, set a specific time for prayer each day and create a dedicated prayer space. Start small. Even 5 minutes of focused prayer is valuable. Be patient with yourself as you build this new habit. On day 1, start with vocal prayer. Speak to God and ask for a deeper connection and the happiness of others. Day 2, try mental prayer. Sit quietly and recite a verse in praise of God. For 5 minutes, say it repeatedly until it sits in your heart. Day 3, explore effective prayer. No prayers, just emotion. God is your closest friend. Speak your heart without judgment. Day 4 is for contemplative prayer. Watch what goes on in your mind. For the 5 minutes you are sat down, what worries come and go? What words does your mind say? Breath through these and let your mind settle. Days 5 and 6, mix and match these techniques and see which you like the most. On day 7, aim for unitive prayer. Whichever technique you choose, do it with complete love, with focus in God, not you. You might hit some roadblocks along the way. That's okay. Prayer isn't about perfection. It's about showing up even when it's hard. Why go through this challenge? Imagine ending those 7 days with a newfound sense of peace and connection to God. Think about facing life's challenges with renewed purpose and strength. That's the potential power of dedicating yourself to prayer for just 1 week. I'm curious about your experiences. Which prayer methods resonate with you? How has prayer transformed your life? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's grow together in this timeless practice of connecting with the divine.